I was here to help support AIESEC. I was asked to give a 15-minute keynote to the incredible youth in that room today on how to think about their life, how to think about the impact they're going to have in the world after they leave AIESEC. Basically, in a nutshell, the keynote was about how to not make AIESEC your peak, but how to make AIESEC just a stepping stone towards an even greater life and impact that you're going to have in the world. How to find that impact, how to make it bigger, what should you expect to find, to stumble upon, what walls you might hit along the journey, what to keep in mind so that you don't become one-dimensional, successful in one metric, but you become a well-rounded human being, successful in multiple metrics, from health to your love relationships, to your sense of self, but also primarily to have a greater impact on the planet by creating companies or taking on jobs that have meaning and are doing good things for humanity. So that was why I was here. I guess in a way to help remind AIESEC of its own inherent greatness. The planet's going through an exponential shift in terms of new technologies, new ways society is organized. If you go back 2 generations ago, let's take my parents, for example. They were born in the post-World War II generation. Back then, you became an entrepreneur for survival. No matter where you were in the world, you were rebuilding, you were survival, you were creating a way to just help your family survive. Today in the world, we have less wars, less disease, lifespans are approaching 150 years, and survival is no longer the issue. Today, it's helping heal the planet and make the planet better. And I think the unique opportunity that this generation has is to work on meaningful jobs to fix that, not to create companies that create artificial demand for goods and products that we don't really need, whether it's fast food or junk, but to actually create companies, models that can help heal the planet. So this generation is equipped to come into its career at a very unique time in human society. First, the planet is bursting at the seams. And so there's so many things to fix. But second, we are coming into the planet at an era where we're about to hit an exponential rise in technologies. In the next 15 years alone, there will be more new technologies coming into our human experience than perhaps in the last 1,000 years of human history. From robotics to synthetic biology, to new ways of connection and communication, to global free wireless internet for all, to tablets that are going to cost under $10 a piece. All of this opens up so many opportunities for this generation to create new business models, exponential organizations, new ideas that can take humanity to its next level. My thoughts on education today? Education today absolutely sucks. If you're a human being and you're born on planet Earth, you had an inadequate education. Our entire human education model is still hardly evolved from 120 years ago when it was set up for an industrial age. Today, kids are going to school with smartphones. The equivalent of the entire Encyclopedia Britannica through Wikipedia is now in your pocket. Do we really need to be wasting so much time teaching kids stuff that they can Google on their phone? Our phones have really become portable brains that move around with us. So what should education be doing? Education needs to evolve its curriculum. We teach kids facts, we teach kids history, geography, but what we are not teaching people are things that actually elevate them in terms of their human performance. Where are the classes and the curriculums on nutrition, on how to be a better parent, on how to have healthy, loving relationships, on self-esteem, on confidence, on computational thinking so you can solve problems faster, on how to be an entrepreneur, on speed learning, speed memorization. These are skills that are not in today's curriculum, but they should be, because these are skills that help us go from humanity 1.0 to humanity 2.0. I think it's incredible and wonderful that AIESEC has a 5-year plan. 5-year plans help give you a sense of direction so you know where your organization is heading. The challenging thing happening in this particular era is that technology is changing so rapidly that any 5-year plan you set has to be a little bit loose and vague. It must give direction, but it's hard to create concrete steps because of the progression of technology. So you got to have a 5-year plan that gives you direction, yes, that helps establish your values, gives you meanings. But at the same time, you've got to be very flexible as you get there, because with exponential growth in technology, the amount of new innovations and tech that we're going to see in the next 5 years is going to be greater than the last 20 years. Think about this, for example. Facebook, YouTube, all did not exist 10 years ago. All of these right now we take for granted. The iPhone only came into being in 2008, as did the entire smartphone industry. Things are changing so fast, you can set a 5-year plan, but you got to be on the ball to make sure that you're innovating rapidly within this plan, as technology and the way human society works is changing at a pace that is incredible and almost incomprehensible to average human minds.